Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umevorach. Well, I hope that your home is full of peace and full of blessing as we begin this Shabbat together. Again, Shabbat Shalom from our homes to yours. I know things are beginning to slowly open in our state. Our prayer is that all of you, if you are venturing back into the world, are doing so safely, protecting yourselves, protecting those around you, and we are making sure that we are doing the same. We're still at home and will be so for the foreseeable future. Again, turning our homes into sanctuaries as we have been for the past month and a half. This Shabbat, in addition to Rabbi Farb and Cantor Canizaro and myself, Alex Rose and Ali Minlinsky are going to be helping lead part of our service. They were supposed to be becoming Benot Mitzvah this weekend, and we're glad that they're going to be able to be a part of tonight's service and tomorrow morning's service, and we look forward to celebrating with them as they'll lead our full service soon. And in personal news, I am no longer the parent of a 2-year-old. Judd turned 3 today, so it's been an exciting day in the Simon home. And tomorrow morning service, I'm actually not going to be with you all. It'll be Cantor and Rabbi Farb, and we're going to be spending the day as a family. But I'm really excited to be with my Schaarai Zedek family now. And Cantor, are we going to sing something else before candles? And we will be lighting candles and saying Kiddush right after our next song. So if you don't already have candles and Kiddush and you'd like to, this is a great time for you to get those together. But otherwise, or even while you're doing so, we'll sing along with Cantor.
And we're going to sing today Lecha Dodi. We'll be doing several verses. That wonderful prayer that says hello to Shabbat as a bride coming down the aisle. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diburecha Hishi'anu el ham yuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem tiferet v'litehila Lecha Dodi likrat kala Adonai am segula bo ikala lecha dodi ikala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi ikala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. And now it's time for you to bring out your candles, and I hope you have gotten them along with your Kiddush. And we're going to light our candles, and as we do, we wave our hands 3 times over the lights as we bring in the light and the love, and most especially the peace. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And now we're going to raise our Kiddush cup. First, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Now please raise your Kiddush cup.
Before Kiddush, one interesting note that I was talking with a few people in one of our classes this past week. Kiddush traditionally was not said in the synagogue. Kiddush is a prayer that is supposed to be said at home. So oftentimes in the synagogue, when they say Kiddush, the reason the Talmud says to say Kiddush is that there may be visitors who are staying at the synagogue for Shabbat and they would need Kiddush. So in a usual Friday night service in many conservative or Orthodox synagogues, you would see them call up young people to drink the wine because the blessing doesn't fulfill the mitzvah. The blessing has to be done at home. So as we have been at home for Shabbat, what a wonderful opportunity for us to make Kiddush as a community in our homes and in our synagogue community. And all of us are able to drink after because we are fulfilling the commandment. So there you go.
I love it.
I know you've all been very worried about that. So I just wanted to make sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I love hearing those stories, and I love learning new things every Shabbat. So raise your Kiddush cups now, and if they have juice or wine, that's wonderful. And we're going to raise them. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu b'charta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat. Amen. L'chaim. Tonight's service is going to be one of our services where we sing a whole lot, and the sermon is broken up into little pieces throughout the service. So we hope you will join along and listen and learn with us as we all join together. And we ask you to listen as we read. We offer thanks, O God.
Thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope. For Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living. For Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness. For Shabbat peace born of friendship and love, we offer thanks and blessing, O God.
Let us all rise now. If you're unable to rise physically, please rise in your heart as we join in our call to worship. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? And now you may be seated. And now we're going to invite Alex Roselinsky to come and lead us in Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך והוגשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטרדפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Beautifully done. Now we join together in that song of joy and freedom where the people of Israel crossed the Sea of Reeds and sang and danced on the other side. חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Lay us down in peaceful breath and quiet mind, v'ha'amidenu shomrenu l'chaim, guided to a restful sleep that refreshes our energy and fills us with gratitude for our lives. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, and let the stars be spread above our homes like a blanket of heavenly warmth. Release us from the agony of uncertainty, guided by wise and sure counsel, cutting through the noise of shifting voices to hear your eternal message. V'haser me'elanu oyev dever v'herev v'ra'av v'yagon. Be our personal protective barrier against invisible and encroaching enemies, not only the virus, but our own doubts and anxieties, boredom, inner unrest, and turmoil in our homes. Let us not direct our fear toward those we love in the form of anger, criticism, withdrawal, or impatience. Let social distancing not lead to being socially distant. As we strive to protect one another, let your divine protection surround us and fill our spirits. Ushmor tzetzenu uvoinu lechayimu shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Because you, O God, guard and watch over us in our homes and when we must leave our homes. You guard and watch over frontline healthcare workers. You guard and watch over all essential workers who feed, clean, provide, and sustain. You make miracles of human decency and hope arise in our souls and spread throughout the world. Let hope and humanity, caring and health continue to bloom today and every day until our world is whole again. Baruch atah Adonai. Blessed are you, Adonai, haporeh sukkot shalom aleinu, who weaves the heavens like a blanket over us. Ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim ve'al kol ha'olam, bringing peace, healing, and wholeness to Israel, Jerusalem, and the world.
And now I ask all of you to rise as we join together in the Amidah. We are going to be led this evening by Ali Min Linsky, who will be leading us in the Avot and the Geburot, and it will be a pleasure to hear her. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Hilatecha Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Belohei Avotinu v'Imateinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanura El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Kanei Hakol V'Socher Chastei Avot v'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Morid Atah Mechakel Chaim V'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rafei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Tal hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol.
That was so beautifully done. The last prayer that Ali read was the Gevurot. And the Gevurot is the prayer for power. And if you would like to be seated, you may. Please feel free to be seated. The last line that she said was, Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings life to all. But you've noticed, I'm sure, in our prayer book that there's another word in parentheses, metim, which would translate to mean brings life to the dead. And our reformers, when they first began Reform Judaism, could not bring themselves to agree with that idea of God raising people from the dead. So they changed it to giving life to all. They so wanted to assimilate and be part of the world around them that anything that even smacked of mysticism or something that was beyond their belief of the men of science that they couldn't bring themselves to bring in. When we did our new prayer book, the rabbis of today said to themselves, why not? What is so difficult to believe? We are all men of science and we're all men of realities, but there's also a spiritual side. And perhaps bringing life to the dead shouldn't be taken so literally. So I'd like to share with you this interpretation of the Geburot prayer written by Rabbi Jonah Pesner. Source of all life, daily your Jewish children praise you and your mighty deeds. We call you Matir Asurim, the one who releases the imprisoned. We call you Matir Asurim, we also call you Somech Noflim, the one who lifts up the fallen. Rofei HaCholim, the one who heals the sick. We trust you that to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust, and now slumber in the dust of disease, suffering, and loss. We sleep in the valley of the shadow of death. Keep faith. Creator of all life, children who are themselves but ashes and dust, cry out in praise of life, but our voices are muffled by masks. Do you hear? Keep faith. Many among us are sick. Many among us are imprisoned. Many have fallen into poverty, destitution, and despair. Keep faith in you. Keep faith in us. Our Gevurot, our mighty deeds. Let us lift up the fallen. Let us free the captive, and let us heal the sick. And when we cannot, let us keep faith. Where there is death, let us praise life. Rav Lehoshia, mighty is your salvation, is our salvation. Source of all life, daily your Jewish children praise you and your Gevurot, your mighty deeds. And we say, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh ha-metim. Blessed are you, O God. Bring life even where there is death. Amen. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, kadoshim b'chol yom yehallelu Selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Now let us join together in a prayer for peace. Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Ava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
beautiful. Thank you so much to Rabbi Farb and Cantor Canizaro. Each, during the service, shared an interpretive translation, an interpretive reading of a prayer that has been said by the Jewish people for at least 1,200 years, from our first written prayer books going back as much as 2,000 years to the time of our Mishnah, where so many of these prayers were originated. Rabbi Farb, the reading that he wrote was something that he wrote, a translation of Hashkivenu, and Cantor's Givurot was written by Rabbi Jonah Pesner, the head of the Reform Movement's RAC, each taking these prayers and bringing relevance to them in this time of the coronavirus pandemic. And one of the things that has brought so much strength to so many people during this time while we've been at home is seeing how different people, how different communities are finding strength in their tradition. What is faith? Faith does not necessarily mean believing that God will make sure we are safe through everything. We can't promise that. We don't know that. We have to make sure that we're safe and that we're keeping others safe. But faith can be finding strength in words of tradition, finding meaning in words that were written in a world so different from ours. But as we read in our text, Ein Chadash Mitachet Hashamesh, there is nothing new under the sun. And while what we are experiencing is unique to us and different than it's been before, the kind of fear that we are feeling is a fear that has been felt by humanity throughout the generations. Whenever we gather for a funeral, which is a time of fear, it's a time of fear of what my life will be like after this loss, I always see so much comfort in everyone, no matter what tradition they come from, when the words of the 23rd Psalm are uttered. And this is a psalm that is much older than the prayers that we've heard today. This psalm goes back to our biblical tradition, and it's shared by multiple faiths. And as I was looking at ways different communities are finding strength in this time, I found an interpretive performance of the 23rd Psalm by a woman named Samantha Beach, who is a member of the Austin New Church. And I watched this and I shared it with Rabbi and Cantor, and I said, we've got to share this with our congregation. And as we prepare for Misha Berach, as we prepare for our prayer of healing, we are praying for a cure for sure. But as we pray for a cure, we're praying for wisdom for the scientists who are working towards that cure. As we pray for healing, we pray for strength for all those who are affected, whether sick, whether connected to someone sick, or whether just fearful of the world in which we live. So as we watch this video, we'll see the fear in this young woman and the way in which she is able to take an ancient text and find meaning and comfort in today's world. So as we prepare for our prayer of healing, we pray that whether we are in need of physical healing, mental healing, spiritual healing, we pray for the cure, but we pray for strength. And we pray that God may be our shepherd, giving us guidance, giving us strength, and helping us to feel comforted, helping us to feel peace. We think of all those in need of healing, those of our loved ones, those in our community, those in the wider world, as we sing together. Misheberach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. We pause now for a moment of our own silent prayer.
Baby.
Surely, as we have explored our prayers, thought of our prayers tonight in a new way, we pray that the words of our mouths and the meditations of our hearts from today and from yesterday may be accepted by you, O God, our rock and our Redeemer. Cantor, that was beautiful. Thank you. Should we do announcements before the Omer, or do you have them? You have announcements after. Okay, if there's a slide for announcements, I don't want to go out of order. As many of you who've been with us for the last few weeks know, we are in this period of the counting of the Omer, the period from the second day of Passover leading up to Shavuot, which is 7 weeks later. We don't say which day we're currently on until after we've said the blessing. I believe we're finishing the 36th day. Cantor, are we on the same page? I hope so. Good. You guys can't see Cantor, but I can. But she said that we're there. Shavuot is after 7 weeks. We're working with the other synagogues in the Tampa community. The tradition on Shavuot is to study all night long, to stay up all night waiting for the giving of the Torah in study. We're not going to go quite all night, but we are going to have an opportunity to learn from many of Tampa's rabbis, so that'll be a lot of fun. And we're counting up the days until we get there. So we'll join together in the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who sanctifies us with all of the commandments and commands us to count the Omer. And now we join together in counting. I'll read the Hebrew. Feel free to read with me. Hayom shiv'a ushloshim yom shehem chamisha shavuot ushnei yamim la'omer. Today is the 37th day, which is 5 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. Wonderful. And now are the announcements. Good. We don't have too many. We are very grateful to Temple Beth Am in Los Angeles, who's invited us to join them on their virtual tour of the Jewish United States, some lesser-known communities. They started in Tampa. Leah Mandelbaum, who is their director of programming and engagement, grew up in our congregation. She set up the program. Rabbi Bernholtz spoke. Eric Newman spoke. Alana Rosenbach and Michael Rosenbach spoke. Alana's mom also used to work at that temple, so that was really neat. And I know they're going to places like Honolulu and Anchorage and Santa Fe, so make sure you check out our website to get the link to their website to hear about all those programs. And the real excitement this week is on Thursday, we are bringing senior luncheon to home. Now, you're responsible for your own lunch. I'm sorry, we're not bringing lunch to everybody, but we are very excited. Rabbi Richie Address, who is the guru of aging and Judaism. His website is Jewish Sacred Aging. I forget if it's a com or an org, but Jewish Sacred Aging. And he's going to be speaking to us about what it is to be a senior in this time, and what it means to think about health and wellness and what choices you may have to be making. And we're really excited to have him. You can join on Zoom if you're comfortable with Zoom, or we also have a call-in option, so you can call and listen. And then a week later, on Wednesday, May 27th, Rabbi Bernholtz is going to be speaking about difficult choices in this age. So we are going to hear from two very wise Rabbi Richards. Both of those programs are for our seniors, and if you have any questions, just reach out to the Temple office and we will help you out. One last announcement from one kind of senior to another kind of senior. Next Friday night, we are going to be honoring all of our high school seniors who are graduating this year. and we're going to have a little slideshow with pictures, and we're really excited. So if you are the parent of a high school senior or connected to a high school senior who hasn't sent those in yet, please make sure to get those in so we can honor you next week. And now we rise as we join with Cantor in chanting Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כהמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. On this Shabbat, we remember those who have recently been laid to rest, those for whom we are in a period of Shloshim. Monica Epstein, Edith Esther Sanders, Faith Menon, Anthony Teachman, Geraldine Gambrell, Steve Goodwin, Jeffrey Palmer, Gertrude Laxer, Richard Baden, Richard Mallon, and Shelley Franco. We also remember those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of whose passing, occurs at this time. Gloria Abrams, Craig Ambler, Minnie B. Annis, Joanna Berger, Francis Berger, Sylvia Berlin, Jane Brooks, Myron Cohn, Ethel Simont, Isidore Davis, William Deitch, Lawrence Epstein, Timothy Fallon, Louise Fosberg, Ethel Getzoff, Israel Goldman, Clifford I. Green, Melvin Greenberg, Milton Hillard, Jacqueline Hochberg, Sybil Ivers, Marilyn Jacobs, Abraham Charles Jacobson, George Katz, Elliot Kirstein, Mamie Kessler, Edward LaFuente, Diana Lopez, Milton Moorer, Murray Meltzer, Sadie Miriam, Belle Middle, Philip Nelson, Ruth Cookie Newman, Sanford J. Opsor, Lenore Oil, Lester Older, Irving Osterweil, Judith Suzanne Pink Golden, Irvin Plosker, Joseph Rice, Morris Richter, Joseph Rockoff, Rose Rosenthal, Regina Saftlis, Saul Schneider, Frida Shistik, Miriam Mimi B. Singer, Catherine Singer Kovacs, Ann L. Sokol, Norton Stoller, Morris Urofsky, Bertha Roth Wallens, Frida Waterman, Stephen Wolkoff, Ida Yolofsky, Marlene Zinkman, and Bernie Zeitlin. Zichronam Livracha, may their memory always be our blessing, as we remember each of them along with all of our loved ones who are no longer with us, who, though unmentioned, are always in our hearts. We remember them as we rise and join together in Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, thanking and praising God for having shared such special lives with us. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shmei rabba mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal. Shemei dekudasham barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as we say together, amen. And with our closing song, we reaffirm what a beautiful day it is wherever we are, whether inside, outside. When it comes to Be Shabbat, we recognize the beauty in the day, and we are grateful to be with all of you tonight as we sing. So whether you have a challah or some other goodie, which you're going to maybe have for dinner or oneg Shabbat, we're back to challah this week. We had our week off, so we're back. I think this is another garlic chimichurri challah, which I'm pretty excited about. Again, as we've been doing, if you want to share something exciting that you're doing this Shabbat in the comments, we'd love to hear, whether it's what you're eating or what you're thinking about, anything that you'd like to share with everyone. And if you haven't wished a Shabbat Shalom in the comments yet, this is a great time to do so. And now we'll sing together, blessing the food that we're about to eat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Shabbat evening. Tomorrow morning, Rabbi Farb will be back with Torah study at 9:15. That's through Zoom, and the link is on the website and in your email. And again at 10:30, Cantor Canizaro and Rabbi Farb will lead our service as Alex and Ali will read from their Torah portion. And we look forward to continuing the rest of our Shabbat together. We are all here for each of you anytime. If you're experiencing that fear and need someone to talk to, or if you're experiencing a joy and want to share, please reach out to us anytime. Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai yavarech et amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto this people no matter what we face, giving our people and all people a sense of comfort, a sense of strength, and a feeling of peace. As we say together, Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Cantor
Shalom.
Rabbi, you want to wish a Shabbat Shalom before we close?
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, everybody.